Charlton Athletic welcome back Premiership football to the Valley this season, attracting attention to this part of South East London in much the same way as the Millennium Dome, their neighbouring exhibition centre. Both have a common goal: to entertain and inspire. The journey to bring top-flight football back to the Valley has been a long and arduous one. Back in the mid-80s, financial difficulties forced the club to vacate their beloved Valley and ground share across London for 7 years.
Because we left the ground and it was dilapidated and, you know, really in disarray. You know, there's no way we could play football back here. But coming back, I think it said that Charlton Athletic was a football club again.
Charlton fans were cheering loudly at the start of their last Premiership campaign in 1998. They briefly topped the table, but poor home form eventually saw them relegated.
We probably got promotion perhaps a year too early in some respects because we'd been back at the ground for 4 or 5 years and just got the plans together to build the West Stand, and we went and got promotion. And really, the stand had to be built, and all the funding that we had in place from being a Premiership club really went, most of it went on the ground, and the rest of it went into the club. It wasn't successful in the Premiership, that we could pay our way.
That foresight enabled the club to retain the majority of their first-team squad. They set a new club record of 12 straight victories on their way to the First Division Championship. This time round in the Premiership, what will they do differently?
Last time, you know, we did find ourselves in a relegation battle, and the teams around us, we didn't take enough points off of. So we've got to make sure that they are our big games, not necessarily the Man Uniteds and the Liverpools and the Arsenal.
Charlton defender Chris Powell decided to drop in on the Dome and have a look round some of its 20 attractions, which offer visitors a variety of sensory experiences. Ever present in Charlton's last Premiership campaign, this was a good chance to test out his reflexes.
You're coming up against players like Henry, Hasselbank, just players that you give them half a yard, they're in. The players are stronger, not only physically but mentally as well. And really, you have to react quick. I mean, these players, they could be Olympic sprinters, some of them, because they're so sharp. And really, we feel this year that if we tighten up in that aspect, if our defensive work is right, then we always feel we can score at the other end.
11 goals so far this season substantiates that claim. Andy Hunt's 24 goals last season helped them to the Premiership. And summer signing Jonathan Johansson, a Finn brought from Glasgow Rangers, has netted 3 times in the last 3 Premiership games.
So that's to bring people into the club that wanted to come and understood our club. You know, so it's OK perhaps spending 3 million, 4 million on players, you know, and saying that you're a Premiership club, and players then come to your club but don't really know what you're about.
The Allens will always compliment the squad and try and improve in all areas. You just hope that it's not your position, but you know, he knows where to strengthen. He's brought in a few new strikers, a couple of midfielders. Klaus Jensen is the club record signing at 4 million. He's an exceptional buy.
Kirbishley has invested £8 million on his new intake, buying young players of proven international quality. They look better prepared for the season ahead.
The position we're in now to maybe 6, 7 years ago, you just couldn't imagine where we are. So it's an exciting time to be a Charlton player and also a supporter.
It's all a far cry from their days in the wilderness, but what are their realistic targets for the season?
If we finish mid-table or even better than that, that'd be brilliant. But I think realistically, we've got to be saying that we want to be a Premiership club next year, and that's what our goal is.
In 8th position, with 8 points from 6 games, they're currently on target. Charlton fans will be hoping that come May, their manager's goal will be achieved.